Welcome back, treasure hunters. Today's video is going to blow your mind. We're diving into the mysterious and insanely valuable world of the top 6 most valuable and most expensive Washington quarter. Yes, the dirty, worn, no-mint mark coin that could be hiding in your pocket right now. This is the coin that collectors chase, the coin that can flip your fortune overnight, and the coin that might just turn an ordinary $quarter coin into life-changing wealth. So stay locked in, because what you're about to discover could make you check every single coin you own. Let's get started. First up in the 1979 D Washington quarter. Yes, the one that sometimes appears with no visible mint mark, and even in dirty or circulated condition, collectors call it a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Forget everything you think you know about pocket change, because this isn't just a quarter. It's the kind of coin people whisper about, the kind of coin that flips fortunes, and the kind of coin that can turn an ordinary day into a moment you'll never forget. Collectors around the world obsess over this coin because of one reason: its unexpected rarity in certain era varieties. The stories surrounding missing mint mark strikes, faint mint marks, production anomalies, and circulation-worn oddities have created a frenzy unparalleled in modern numismatics. When even experts argue about how such a coin could exist, you know you're dealing with something special. Some versions of this coin have shown up in rolls and bags looking grimy, scratched, or covered in years of dirt. Yet they still pull staggering interest. Condition almost becomes irrelevant when a coin is shrouded in legend, scarcity, and controversy, and this 1979 anomaly sits right in the middle of that storm. What makes this coin especially electrifying is the rumor that surrounds it. The rumor that a tiny handful slipped through the minting process without proper mint marks, creating a phantom rarity. Whether worn away, struck faintly, or mis-stamped entirely, these mysterious pieces have become the ultimate treasure for collectors hoping to find something the rest of the world overlooked. And because the coin is modern enough to still show up in circulation, people everywhere are digging into their pockets, drawers, jars, and coin stashes to see whether they might be the next person to stumble onto unimaginable profit. This fascination has created a market where collectors are willing to pay huge premiums for unusual 1979 quarters, especially those with suspected mint anomalies or dramatic die errors. The excitement is so intense that some coins that look worthless, dusty, dirty, and heavily circulated have sparked bidding wars simply because they don't match the typical minting characteristics. When scarcity meets hype, and hype meets possibility, you get a recipe for value that grows almost daily. These coins aren't just metal. To collectors, they're secrets, mysteries, and potential jackpots. And here's where things get wild. Stories continue to circulate about everyday people who checked their old coin jars or childhood piggy banks and discovered coins that went on to sell for shocking amounts on the private collector market. Whether the numbers are exaggerated or real, the possibility alone fuels a dream that keeps thousands of people hunting. That's the magic of numismatics. Today's ordinary little quarter might be tomorrow's life-changing treasure. And if even one of those stories is true, that means someone out there turned a 25-cent coin into a fortune and didn't even know it until the moment they held it up to the light. This is why I always say, don't spend your old USA coins without checking them. Don't ignore the ones that look worn. Don't underestimate the ones that seem ordinary. Because sometimes the most valuable coins in the world don't shine, they hide. They blend in. They go unnoticed for decades until someone finally understands what they're looking at. One coin, one moment, and everything changes. And that's exactly why collectors are going crazy over these mysterious 1979 quarters. So take a moment, seriously, right now, look through your coin collection, that old piggy bank in the corner, the dusty coffee can full of change, or even the coins rolling around at the bottom of your car. You might just be holding a coin that collectors can't stop talking about. A coin that represents a lost chapter of minting history. A coin that could, in the most unbelievable circumstances, become your ticket to wealth. It sounds dramatic, but the world of rare coins is dramatic. That's why we love it. If you've ever wondered what makes certain United States coins so wildly valuable, this is the perfect example. A quirky strike. A mysterious mint mark situation. A rare anomaly that defies expectations. Today's market rewards rarity, story, and demand, and this coin checks all 3 boxes with a thunderous bang. So stay tuned, because within the world of numismatics, the story of the 1979 quarter is still being written. And who knows? The next chapter might begin with the one sitting in your pocket right now. What truly fuels the fire behind this 1979 D mystery is the undeniable thrill of the unknown. Every collector, whether beginner or expert, knows that the U.S. Mint has produced billions of coins. Yet only a microscopic fraction carry the kinds of anomalies that transform ordinary change into legendary treasure. The minting process is a dance of precision, speed, and machinery, and even the slightest shift, faint strike, or accidental omission can generate a coin that defies all expectations. That is exactly why this coin has become a symbol of hope for collectors. Because somewhere among all the ordinary pieces, one extraordinary quarter could be hiding. And until every last drawer, glove compartment, and dusty coin jar is searched, the mystery stays alive. That's the magic. Every new finder becomes part of a story that goes far beyond just money. And as collectors and investors alike pour deeper into this world, the excitement surrounding coins like the rare 1979 D anomaly only intensifies. With social media, auctions, and treasure hunting communities sharing jaw-dropping discoveries every single day, more people are waking up to the reality that hidden fortune can exist anywhere. A coin you once ignored might now be worth more than a car, a house, or even a lifetime of savings. The more attention this coin receives, the more valuable it becomes because demand drives worth, and right now, the demand is exploding. So when you hear about dirty, worn, or mint mark missing quarters selling for unbelievable sums, remember, this isn't hype, this is history unfolding right in front of your eyes. And your next handful of change might just be your ticket into that history. What makes this story even more electrifying is the fact that most people have absolutely no idea what they're holding. Think about it. Millions of 1,979 quarters passed through countless hands, and yet only a select few contain the subtle errors and anomalies that collectors obsess over today. That means the rare ones are still out there, hiding in junk drawers, old wallets, forgotten purses, and decades-old jars of change. The real treasure hunters are not the ones digging underground. They're the ones digging through their own pockets. And with the skyrocketing demand in the collector market, every day that passes increases the value of these mysterious finds. It's a race against time to discover what others have overlooked, because the next legendary coin could be sitting just inches away from you right now. And here's the part that sends chills down the spine of every aspiring collector. The value of these coins continues to rise as more people enter the hobby and competition grows fiercer. As stories spread about record-breaking auction prices and private sales reaching breathtaking numbers, a new wave of collectors is rushing in, hungry, excited, and determined to claim their piece of numismatic history. With every newfound coin that makes headlines, the legend of the 1979 D quarter grows larger, louder, and more irresistible. So when you finally take the time to check your coins, remember this: what looks like a dirty, overlooked piece of metal might actually be the beginning of your own fortune-changing discovery. Next up to in the 1995 P. Washington quarter dollar in your hand. Something so ordinary, so overlooked, that most people wouldn't even think twice before tossing it into a vending machine. But what if I told you that this exact coin, especially the ones rumored with no mint mark errors, could be hiding a fortune beyond imagination? Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly insignificant piece of metal has the power to change your entire destiny overnight. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and talked about coins in the coin collecting universe. A coin that has turned everyday people into overnight millionaires and sparked a wave of treasure hunting across the country. The 1995 P. Washington quarter is already iconic for collectors, but when you combine that with an extremely rare no-mint mark variety, suddenly you're looking at a coin that becomes a legendary superstar in the world of United States coinage. These rare quarters, especially discovered in dirty, circulated condition, are believed by many collectors to be worth astronomical amounts if they display the right errors. We're talking about values that stretch far beyond normal coin charts, values whispered among dealers, discussed in auctions, and chased by passionate collectors who know exactly how rare such anomalies can be. This is not just a coin, this is a treasure hiding in plain sight. What makes this coin even more electrifying is the possibility that millions of Americans may have walked past their own fortune without even knowing it. Think about that old piggy bank gathering dust in your room, the coin jar sitting untouched for years, or the handful of change you casually throw on your table every night. Inside that pile, there could be a dirty 1995 P. Washington quarter missing its mint mark. An error so rare that collectors worldwide scramble to find even one. A single discovery like this could turn an ordinary day into the most unforgettable moment of your life. Collectors describe coins like these as sleepers. Coins that look common on the outside but hold unbelievable value once their secrets are uncovered. The 1995 quarter has been at the center of countless stories, auctions, and heated debates in the numismatic world. Some of these coins, due to minting errors, misstrikes, or rare missing details, have sold for massive amounts in private collections. And with collectors constantly hunting for the next big rarity, the market for unique 1995 quarters has become one of the hottest territories in coin history. You may have something worth far more than you can imagine sitting quietly in a drawer right now. Now think about the power of a coin like this. A tiny, worn-out coin capable of flipping your life from ordinary to extraordinary, from struggle to stability, from hope to reality. We live in a world where fortunes are often found in unexpected places, but nothing compares to stumbling upon a life-changing piece of American history hiding in the palm of your hand. The 1995 P. Rare quarter proves that wealth doesn't always come from banks, businesses, or investments. Sometimes, it comes from the change in your pocket. If you've ever wondered why certain USA coins sell for thousands, hundreds of thousands, and even millions of dollars, this coin is your answer. Coin collectors aren't just buying metal. They're buying history, rarity, and the thrill of owning something almost nobody else has. And when it comes to a coin like the 1995 P quarter with mysterious no-mint mark anomalies, collectors will pay unimaginable money to secure one. This is why these coins skyrocket in value, and why even a dirty, circulated coin can be worth far more than the brightest, cleanest examples. So before you spend another quarter, take a moment. Look closely at those USA coins lying around. Examine them. Study them. Because right now, you could be sitting on a hidden fortune worth more than gold, more than silver, more than anything you've ever imagined. This is your chance to uncover a piece of American treasure that could rewrite your future forever. Don't underestimate the power of the coins you already own. They might be the key to unimaginable wealth. Stick around, because in today's video, we're diving deeper into this electrifying 1995 P. Washington quarter mystery, uncovering the secrets behind its skyrocketing value, the shocking errors that make it so desirable, and the truth behind why collectors are willing to pay massive dollar amounts for even the most dirty, worn-out examples. This coin isn't just a collectible, it's a life-changing opportunity, and you might already have one without even knowing it. What makes this coin even more thrilling is the growing belief among collectors that several 1995 P quarters escaped the mint with undocumented striking anomalies. Errors so subtle, yet so valuable, that even seasoned collectors may overlook them at first glance. These hidden variations, combined with the rumored no-mint mark appearance, create a perfect storm of rarity that sends demand soaring into the stratosphere. Imagine the excitement of finding a coin dirty, scratched, or completely worn down, only to discover under magnification that it carries a mistake worth a fortune. This is the kind of discovery that transforms ordinary people into legends overnight, and it's the reason coin hunters are searching every pocket, every couch cushion, and every jar of spare change with renewed passion. As the coin market evolves, the hunger for extraordinary pieces grows stronger every single year. More buyers, more collectors, and more investors are entering the world of rare United States coins, pushing prices higher and higher. Especially for coins with dramatic backstories like the 1995 P Mystery Quarter. Markets today are driven not just by rarity, but by hype, history, and the thrill of owning something that might never appear again in a lifetime. That's why this coin has become a shining beacon in the numismatic world, drawing in curious beginners and elite collectors alike. If you have even one unusual 1995 quarter in your possession, you're not just holding metal, you're holding the possibility of wealth, status, and a place in numismatic history. The 1995 P. Washington quarter lies in how deceptively ordinary it appears. Most people see a dirty, faded quarter and assume it's worthless. But seasoned collectors know that some of the world's most expensive coins were discovered in the most unexpected conditions. Dirt, scratches, discoloration. None of that matters if the coin carries the right rare traits. In fact, some collectors prefer coins in as-found condition because it proves they were never tampered with, cleaned, or altered. So that little pile of change you ignore every day might be hiding a quarter that's been waiting decades to reveal its shocking value. Every time someone uncovers a rare US coin in pocket change, it proves one thing: treasure is still out there, hiding in plain sight. The 1995 P quarter continues to fuel an unbelievable wave of excitement because its story is still unfolding. New discoveries, new era varieties, and new record-breaking sales seem to appear every year. Collectors are constantly updating price guides, adjusting market values, and paying more and more as demand explodes. This coin has become a symbol of hope, a reminder that fortune can strike anywhere and at any time, even from something as small and forgotten as a dirty quarter from the 90s. So before you spend, trade, or toss away your loose change, remember this. One tiny coin could be your doorway to wealth beyond imagination. The next unbelievable discovery could be yours, and your life could change with the simple sound of a quarter dropping into your hand. The 1995 P. Washington quarter, even more electrifying, is the way these coins create a sense of mystery and anticipation unlike anything else in the coin world. Every collector dreams of finding that one elusive piece, the coin that breaks auction records and becomes the next headline story. The 1995 P quarter with rare anomalies has become the center of these dreams because it represents the perfect blend of rarity, unpredictability, and explosive value. People who once ignored coin collecting are now joining the search, driven by the possibility that their everyday pocket change could unlock a life-changing discovery. This adrenaline-fueled excitement is exactly what keeps the legend of the rare 1995 P quarter alive, growing, and spreading across the world like wildfire. As more collectors compete to secure the rarest American quarters, the market continues to skyrocket to levels nobody expected. Next up in the 1978 no-mint mark Washington quarter dollar, a coin that collectors believe could flip your life upside down in a single moment. This coin may look dusty, dirty, old, or completely ordinary, but beneath that worn surface lies a potential fortune that could transform you from average to extraordinary overnight. Many people don't realize that some of these quarters carry errors, rare strikes, or unique production details that make them worth more than gold. And today we're diving deep into why this simple 25-cent piece might be the key to unimaginable wealth. The 1978 quarter with no mint mark might appear completely normal at first glance, but that tiny detail, or lack of one, can make all the difference in the world. While most Philadelphia coins naturally don't carry a mint mark, collectors pay enormous amounts for certain versions with special characteristics, stunning strike anomalies, or preservation conditions that are almost never found today. What makes this coin jaw-dropping is the possibility that your dusty, neglected, pocket-worn quarter could still be hiding a rare variation that sells for tens of thousands, or even millions of dollars in today's competitive coin market. And yes, dirty condition or not, rarity always wins. Imagine picking up a coin you thought was worthless, maybe from an old drawer, a forgotten piggy bank, or even loose change on the floor, and discovering it is one of the most sought-after Washington quarters ever created. Stories of common-looking coins selling for outrageous amounts at major auctions have exploded across the world of numismatics, and the 1978 quarter is one of those pieces that has collectors constantly hunting. Its value doesn't always come from shine or perfection. It comes from the hidden secrets locked within the metal, secrets only a trained eye can spot. What makes this story even more electrifying is that these rare coins are not sitting behind museum glass or locked away in private collections. They are circulating, right now, in pockets, purses, cash drawers, and old jars across the United States and beyond. People have accidentally spent rare quarters worth fortunes without ever realizing it. That's why experts constantly warn: never ignore old U.S. coins, especially Washington quarters. That dirty 1978 no-mint mark coin might just be worth more than a luxury car, a home, or even your entire savings account. The coin market today is hotter than ever, with collectors willing to pay sky-high prices for the rarest pieces. The most expensive U.S. coins have shattered records, transforming ordinary individuals into instant millionaires with nothing but a lucky discovery. And the 1978 quarter sits right among the most mysterious and exciting coins that buyers watch closely. Its value can multiply depending on unique minting traits, die varieties, or rare production anomalies that only happen once in millions of strikes. You could be holding a treasure disguised as a simple quarter. So before you spend another coin, take a moment, yes, right now, to check your collection, your drawers, your wallet, your forgotten piggy banks, even that dusty pile of old coins in the corner. Because that one quarter you've ignored for years could be your silver dollar moment, your ticket to unimaginable wealth, your chance to change your destiny with nothing but a small piece of American history. Don't underestimate these coins. They carry stories, energy, and value beyond anything you can imagine. The 1978 no-mint mark Washington quarter is the growing number of collectors, investors, and high-end buyers desperate to get their hands on rare circulation coins before they disappear forever. Every year, more examples vanish into private vaults, sealed collections, and museum archives, never to return to the market again. This shrinking supply is exactly why even a dirty, worn, or heavily circulated 1978 quarter can ignite bidding wars. Collectors aren't just buying metal. They are buying rarity, history, and the electrifying thrill of owning something only a handful of people on Earth will ever touch. And when competition rises, prices explode, turning ordinary finds into extraordinary fortunes. As the world becomes more obsessed with rare U.S. coins, stories continue to surface of individuals stumbling onto valuable pieces by pure accident. Coins found in old clothes, estate boxes, glove compartments, or from change handed back at the grocery store. Imagine discovering that the quarter you nearly spent on a parking meter is actually a rare collectible valued in the thousands or even millions. That is the magic of numismatics. The 1978 Washington quarter reminds us that hidden wealth isn't always found in banks or businesses. Sometimes it's tucked inside your own home, waiting to shock you with its unbelievable value. And the next life-changing discovery could be yours. If you've ever wondered how some people wake up millionaires from discovering rare USA coins, today's video will show you exactly how it happens. We'll explore what makes certain coins explode in value, why the Washington Quarter series is so fascinating, and how the tiniest mistake at the mint can turn pocket change into a fortune. This is more than numismatics. This is treasure hunting in real life, and your next big find could be hiding in plain sight. The true power of the 1978 no-mint mark quarter lies in its ability to defy expectations. Most people glance at a dirty old coin and see nothing more than spare change. But seasoned collectors know that some of the greatest treasures in American numismatics have been discovered in the most unexpected places. This particular quarter carries an aura of mystery, because you might never know its true value until you take a closer look. A small minting flaw, a rare die strike, or an overlooked anomaly can instantly catapult its worth from cents to life-changing money. That's why coin experts insist, never underestimate a coin just because of its condition. Dirt can be washed off. Rarity cannot. And as the demand for rare Washington quarters continues to surge, the 1978 no-mint mark coin gains even more momentum in the collector market. Every lost or spent example increases the value of those remaining, creating a dramatic race among collectors who are determined to secure one before prices skyrocket even further. Some collectors describe finding a rare quarter as striking gold without a metal detector, because the discovery comes from sheer luck and sharp attention. So every time you hold a quarter from 1978, remember, you aren't just holding currency. You're holding a potential jackpot, a miniature piece of American history that could rewrite your financial future if you happen to discover the right one. So stick around, because what you are about to discover could change the way you look at every U.S. coin you touch from this day forward. The 1978 no-mint mark Washington quarter is not just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of opportunity, luck, history, and the chance for overnight transformation. And by the end of this video, you might realize that the richest moment of your life is sitting quietly in your hands, waiting for you to recognize its true worth. Next up in today's spotlight is on a coin so surprising, so unbelievably valuable in rare cases, that many collectors still can't wrap their heads around its worth. We're talking about the 1982 D Washington quarter. Yes, the one with the D mint mark. Maybe you have one sitting in a drawer, maybe it's buried in your old piggy bank, or maybe it's hiding in that dusty jar of coins you've been ignoring for years. And even if it looks dirty, worn, or aged, don't underestimate it, because this simple quarter could be worth life-changing money in the right condition or with the right error. Now, imagine this for a moment. A coin that most people treat like spare change, turning into a jackpot. A coin you might spend without thinking, ending up selling for thousands at auction. The 1982 D quarter is notorious for having rare minting mistakes, unusual strikes, and ultra-scarce varieties that collectors hunt for like buried treasure. These are the coins that can flip your fortune overnight. And that's no exaggeration. When collectors want something, they pay big, and sometimes shockingly big, for rare finds they consider holy grail pieces. The reason this coin has such explosive financial potential lies in its production year. In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a critical change. They stopped putting mint marks on some coins temporarily and discontinued packaging high-quality uncirculated sets, which means many 1982 D quarters were released into circulation without the protection uncirculated coins normally get. As a result, pristine or error-affected examples are incredibly difficult to find today. And when rarity meets demand, the price skyrockets. That's exactly what makes the 1982 D quarter one of the most mysterious sleepers in U.S. coinage. Collectors especially treasure the 1982 D Washington quarter with mint errors, off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, and missing elements. These can turn an everyday quarter into a major payday. Some rare varieties have been known to explode in value, reaching thousands simply because they aren't supposed to exist. Even dirty coins can hide expensive surprises, and that's what keeps people digging through pocket change and old boxes. Because sometimes the dirtier the coin, the more original it might be, which collectors loved. This is why you should never, ever dismiss a U.S. coin without giving it a closer look. Especially quarters from the late 70s and early 80s. Somewhere in the world, someone once spent a rare 1982 D quarter worth thousands simply because they didn't know what they were holding. And that person might have been just like you. Someone who didn't realize that old coins can carry unimaginable wealth. If you've been ignoring your coin stash, now is the moment to take it seriously. Because one coin could rewrite your financial story. Collectors chase this particular quarter not only for its scarcity, but for its connection to a fascinating era of U.S. coin history. The early 1980s were full of minting changes, metal shortages, shifting production standards, and experimental procedures. That's why the 1982 D quarter is a treasure map of possibilities. Some struck improperly, some with missing design features, some with unusual weights. Each oddity increases the value dramatically, and the right combination can send the price far beyond what any normal quarter should ever be worth. So before you spend that 1982 D quarter, take a moment, actually take a long moment, and inspect every detail. Look closely at the mint mark, the date, the lettering, the edges, and the coin's weight. Because what looks like dirt might actually be the original mint grime, and what looks like damage might actually be a rare minting flaw worth thousands of dollars. And trust me, collectors line up for these coins, waiting to pay premium prices for the once-in-a-generation discoveries that pop up from everyday people. That the 1982 D quarter even more thrilling is that many of these rare varieties weren't discovered until years later, long after they had slipped into circulation unnoticed. That means thousands, maybe even millions, of people have handled these quarters without realizing what they were holding. Think about that. A priceless treasure hiding in plain sight, passing from hand to hand for decades. And now, collectors scour the market desperately searching for the few that survived with rare errors or high-grade details. When one surfaces, it becomes the center of attention, instantly triggering bidding wars that push its value into the stratosphere. The most astonishing part is that you don't need to be a professional collector to strike gold with a 1982 D quarter. You don't need special tools, expensive equipment, or insider knowledge. All you need is attention to detail and a willingness to look. That's it. Because these coins don't advertise themselves, they don't glow, they don't sparkle, and they don't shout, "I'm worth thousands." They blend in. They disguise themselves as everyday spare change. And that's exactly why they slip through the cracks. The average person sees just 25 cents, but a knowledgeable eye sees potential profit beyond imagination. Collectors and experts often emphasize that some of the rarest coins ever found were discovered accidentally, by people doing laundry, emptying pockets, cleaning a desk drawer, or sorting coins out of boredom. So imagine this. You're holding a dusty, worn-out 1982 D quarter, ready to toss it aside, but something about it looks different. Maybe the mint mark looks off. Maybe the lettering seems shifted. Maybe the coin feels lighter or heavier than normal. That moment, right there, could be the beginning of a story you'll tell for the rest of your life. Stories of everyday people finding life-changing coins are real, and your find could be the next headline. So as we wrap up this deep dive into the 1982 D Washington quarter, remember this. Treasure isn't always buried underground or locked in old wooden chests. Sometimes, treasure sits quietly in your home, waiting for you to notice it. This coin is a reminder that incredible value can hide in the most unexpected places. So don't rush when going through your coins. Observe, inspect, and appreciate every detail. Because you're not just looking at a piece of metal, you're looking at a potential fortune. And who knows? The next time you pick up a quarter, you might be holding the key to a financial miracle. 1982. D-quarter grows more intense, and collectors are paying closer attention than ever before. This coin has become a symbol of hidden fortune, proof that massive wealth can sit right under your nose without you realizing it. And as more people discover valuable errors and rare varieties in ordinary pocket change, the excitement only grows. Every new discovery pushes the value of these coins even higher, turning them into modern-day treasure. So don't underestimate the coins in your home. The next legendary find might be sitting quietly in your possession right now, waiting for the moment you finally recognize its true worth. If you've ever wondered how people become rich from coins, or how a tiny piece of metal can change someone's fate, this is your chance to see it firsthand. The 1982 D. Washington quarter is proof that fortune doesn't always come in gold bars or stacks of cash. Sometimes it comes in the form of a dusty, forgotten, ordinary-looking quarter. So check your pockets, dig through your jars, and explore every old coin you've ever saved. Because hidden among them might be the silver dollar-sized jackpot you've been dreaming about, and your ticket to unimaginable wealth. Next you to in the 1993 D. Washington quarter. At first glance, it might look like any ordinary quarter, maybe even dirty, scratched, or forgotten in the bottom of a drawer. But appearances can be deceiving, because this coin is rumored to be one of those rare numismatic treasures that could flip your financial destiny overnight. In today's video, we're diving deep into this fascinating coin, how it became a legend in the coin community, and why some collectors believe its value could skyrocket to unimaginable heights. Buckle up, because this isn't just a story about pocket change. This is a story about fortune-changing metal. The 1993 D quarter, a coin millions of Americans once spent without a second thought, possibly be worth life-changing money? Well, the secret lies in rare minting anomalies, unusual production quirks, and the intense demand for unique coins in today's booming collector's market. Even in dirty or worn condition, certain 1993 D quarters with extremely rare features have sparked massive interest at auctions. These aren't your everyday coins. These are the hidden kings of the Washington quarter series, the ones collectors would fight tooth and nail to own. When a coin like this hits the spotlight, its price can go from ordinary to extraordinary in an instant. Imagine picking up a random old coin you spotted on your shelf, brushing off a bit of dust, and realizing it's worth more than your car, your house, or even your yearly salary. That's the kind of unbelievable potential the rarest 1993 D quarters hold. Some collectors believe these coins could fetch tens of thousands, or in extreme collector wars, even more. And while not every 1993 D quarter carries this power, the rare varieties do exist, quietly hiding in old piggy banks, tucked away jars, or forgotten pocket change. This is why coin hunters across America are obsessively searching for them, hoping to make that once-in-a-lifetime discovery. One of the biggest reasons collectors go wild over these coins is the possibility of rare mint errors. Double strikes, off-center strikes, missing details, or unusually sharp or weak minting impressions. These tiny mistakes, invisible to most people, can turn an ordinary quarter into a numismatic superstar. When one of these rare errors is verified on a 1993 D quarter, its value can explode dramatically. Auction houses know this, collectors know this, and now you know this. Never underestimate a dirty, old D-mint quarter from 1993. It could secretly be a jackpot hiding in plain sight. What makes this story even more thrilling is how often people overlook these coins. Millions of Americans have handled the 1993 D quarter without ever realizing what they were holding. In pockets, purses, cash registers, and coin rolls, these quarters have quietly circulated for decades. But today, with collectors willing to pay shocking amounts for rare coins, the once-forgotten 1993 D quarter has transformed into a treasure waiting to be rediscovered. And all it takes is one lucky person to uncover a rare variety and change their entire future. So before you spend another quarter without thinking, take a moment to examine it closely. Look for the D mint mark. Look for unusual features, odd spacing, doubling, misalignment, or anything that looks out of the ordinary. Even a dirty coin can hide stunning value beneath the surface. Dirt doesn't destroy value. Sometimes it protects it, concealing a rare gem from the world until the right pair of hands discovers it. And if that happens to be your hands, your life may never be the same again. If you've ever wondered what makes certain USA coins worth millions, this is your moment of discovery. Rare coins like the 1993 D quarter don't just hold metal. They hold stories, they hold history, and for the lucky few, they hold unimaginable wealth. Collectors chase these coins not because they want spare change, but because they want legacy pieces, objects that carry prestige, rarity, and explosive value. And the best part, you might already own one without even knowing it, that the 1993 D Washington quarter into legendary status is the way collectors react when a rare, high-grade, or error variety appears on the market. Bidding wars erupt instantly, and prices escalate as passionate collectors compete for ownership of a coin they may never see again in their lifetime. This energy, this excitement, this sense of competition is exactly what turns a simple piece of currency into a powerhouse of value. When rarity meets demand, prices don't just rise, they explode. And the 1993 D quarter sits right at the intersection of that explosive potential. The rarest examples draw in experts, investors, and even wealthy hobbyists who know that once these coins vanish into private collections, they may never resurface again. Another reason these coins have become so sought after is the increased attention coin hunting has gained across social media. Every day, new stories pop up about ordinary people striking it rich after discovering a rare coin buried in old savings or tucked in forgotten storage boxes. These stories fuel hope, excitement, and curiosity, motivating more people to start searching their own collections. And while many coins may look unremarkable, the rare 1993 D quarter stands out as one of those coins that could deliver a life-changing surprise. Because in the world of numismatics, awareness alone can transform a coin from overlooked to overvalued in an instant. The 1993 D quarter because it represents a turning point in modern U.S. coinage. It belongs to an era where minting technology was improving, yet still imperfect, creating the perfect conditions for rare mint mistakes. These impossible-to-replicate errors are what give certain coins their magical aura. No two are the same, and each carries a unique fingerprint of history. When you hold a rare mint error from 1993 in your hands, you're not just holding metal, you're holding an accident of fate, a moment frozen in time that somehow survived decades of circulation without being destroyed or lost forever. That sense of rarity and survival is what drives collectors into a frenzy. All of this leads us to one undeniable truth. The rare 1993 D Washington quarter has become a modern treasure hunt symbol. It proves that valuable finds don't always come from ancient artifacts or sealed vaults. They can come from everyday coins hiding right under your nose. So the next time you empty your pockets or count your spare change, remember that one simple moment of attention could be the turning point of your life. A dirty quarter, dismissed by millions, could be your financial miracle. This isn't just collecting, it's the thrill of possibility, the chase for hidden fortune, and the undeniable hope that the next coin you check could change everything. 1993 D quarter. Even more electrifying is the mystery surrounding how many of these high-value varieties still exist. Most people who own these quarters spent them years ago without a second thought, sending them into circulation where they were tossed, dropped, scraped, and traded endlessly. Yet despite decades of wear and dirt, the rarest ones survived, hidden in pockets, coin jars, forgotten drawers, or old savings boxes. Every time a collector uncovers one, the numismatic world lights up with excitement, because no one knows when or where the next discovery will appear. That element of unpredictability fuels the thrill, turning every coin search into a treasure hunt worthy of legends. The 1993 with a D mint mark could hold massive value. Instantly puts you ahead of millions of people who unknowingly pass up wealth in their everyday lives. In a world where fortunes change rapidly, sometimes the opportunity is sitting right in your hands, disguised as ordinary pocket change. So keep searching, keep looking closely, and keep checking every coin. Because that one overlooked 1993 D Washington quarter could be the key that unlocks a future you never imagined possible. So before we dive deeper into other rare American coins worth staggering amounts of money, take this as your sign. Check your old collections, open that dusty jar of coins, shake out that forgotten piggy bank, and examine every USA quarter you have. Because sitting right there in your home could be the 1993 D. Washington quarter that acts as your silver dollar miracle, your unexpected ticket to life-changing fortune. And remember, in the world of numismatics, it only takes one rare discovery to turn ordinary coins into extraordinary riches. Stick around, because this is only the beginning of the treasures hiding in your change.